Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today, we have another update for you. And I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there.
Generation believe that we can still manage one Nigeria. Let us massage one Nigeria and manage it for now. But Nigerian youth have come up to say that we want to renegotiate and reevaluate the continued existence of one Nigeria. Yes, let us reevaluate and renegotiate the continued existence of this your one Nigeria. Benue youth have decided to join the Biafran agitation. I repeat, Benue youth have decided to join the Biafran agitation and ideology. When you look at the killings, let's look at this report. Following the killings of over 200 persons in Benue State, a youth-led movement has said that we want a total re-evaluation of Nigeria's continued existence as one country. We don't want one Nigeria anymore. One Nigeria benefits the Fulani, one Nigeria benefits the elites. Now, the group described the massacre as yet another example of the Nigerian state's failure to protect its citizens. I've said it before, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot stop Fulani killings in Nigeria. No president under this current system can stop Fulani killings in Nigeria because the Fulani has a backing beyond Nigeria. So the country needs to be restructured for people to get dividends of good governance. So Benin youths, their eyes have opened. They are saying that, let's talk about one Nigeria. We don't want to be part of this one Nigeria. Let us renegotiate the continued existence of the country. One Nigeria is killing us. One Nigeria is taking our lands. One Nigeria is committing genocide on us. They want to erase our culture, our heritage, our history because of one Nigeria. Let's move on. Okay, the group argued that the persistent killings across the country, especially in the Middle Belt and other minority areas, indicate that Nigeria is no longer serving the interest of its people. Nigeria was not designed to serve the interests of Nigerians. Okay, we call on the nations. Look at what they said. We call on the nation, the Biafra nation, the Yoruba nation, the Ijaw nation that form Nigeria to demand their right to self-determination. So they are joining the agitation. Enough is enough. This is the gospel truth about Nigeria. If you think that Nigeria is going to get better, my brother, you are going to wait for a very long time. No, we urge President Tinubu to facilitate a peaceful process towards disintegration. My brother, if you can see it, this is not me. I'm reading Sahara Reporters. You can see it. They are calling on Tinubu to facilitate a peaceful disintegration, allowing these nations to determine their own futures. Yes, we call on Nigerians to join the movement to reawaken and rethink our shared existence of a country. We cannot continue to pretend that we are all one, nor treated as one people. We cannot continue to shed daily tears and blood and still pretend that things will get better, it added. This is what I've been saying all along. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what he said about Nigeria. People said a lot of things about him. They blasted him. You don't know what you're saying. Until it gets to your domot, before it is not clear to you that the one Nigeria we're talking about is not designed for you to see better things. It is a creation of the West to put you in bondage. The Fulani, they are willing to, by the Britain and whoever, to be able to keep Nigeria for them. See, this West, they don't want Nigeria to really succeed at anything. They don't want Nigeria to be developed. They don't want Nigeria to be industrialized. They don't want Nigeria to aspire. That is why the Fulani seems to be untouchable. I've said it before. Tinubu going to Benue State, Middle Belt, does not count for anything. It's not going to stop anything. In fact, the last time he went to Middle Belt, the next day they killed in Plateau. There are also killings today. Few hours ago, there are killings upon killings. So what is the essence of the president becoming the commander-in-chief of the armed forces? You cannot stop the Fulani. The Fulani, they are forming a coalition. Politically, they are attacking you. They are attacking you the other way. In every area, they are attacking you, the Fulani. And you think that there is no force that is beyond Nigeria, that is controlling Nigeria from behind the scenes. Look at what Jonathan said 2015. That the United States, Obama, is responsible for my election loss. You cannot process it now. It's not normal. Somebody who is a president, who appoint INEC, Nigeria police, he's saying that somebody far away, thousands of kilometers away, in another continent, is responsible for his loss. And they looked at Jonathan as a mad person, as a madman. See, when your eye open, you understand. When you look at the Israeli-Iran war, you understand geopolitics. For Nigeria to get better, it must be restructured. These many people that are shouting now, it is not today that this killing started though. Buhari could not stop it, the military could not stop it. The Tour of Chief told them that this is not political, this is not communal, because that is what politicians do. That is what the Fulani politicians do. It's not political, it's not communal. This is a calculated, go-slow genocide on the Middle Belt. And it is a continuous thing and consistent thing. If there's anything you know about the Fulani people, is that they are consistent in what they are doing. In the next 1,000 years, they are consistent until they achieve their aim. Look at the killings in Uromi, Edo State. Look at how northern governors, the southern Sokoto, everybody were shouting, these killings, let's talk about the killings. Yes, why would you kill? No justice. They came out and spoke against the killings of, in quote, of the Hausa hunters. But look at the killings in Benue State, you will not hear the voice of the governors. The same governor that spoke against the killings of Hausas in Benue State, Edo State, you will not hear the voice of the Kano State governor. You will not hear the voice of the southern Sokoto. They will all keep quiet. Even the coalition, they are not going to talk about the killings. Because they are Fulanis and they know that a lot of things are going to happen. Nigeria is not designed. We are not one. We know that. We are just deceiving ourselves. The politician will take advantage of the collective forceful marriage and be it. It's just like a divorce lawyer. You go and meet a lawyer. He's going to collect money from you and going to do case. He's just benefiting from you. He doesn't care. He might not even advise you well. That is Nigeria. So they are inviting every nation to join them in this Balkanization process. That is the next future. Leave Tinubu and in classmates. They don't have any design. They don't have any future in a restructured Nigeria. Buhari, let's say Buhari is 91. How many years? But Buhari is 91, no, but that Buhari way I see for picture. During the war, it was 33 years. From the war till now, it's almost 50-something years. So that Buhari I see, let's have it, let's put it aside. Tinubu and co, they have lived their lives. There's no future for them in Nigeria. It's for them to just live and go. So these people are not well invested in a restructured Nigeria. Yes, old men don't change. I've said this before. Old men don't change. Anybody that is wicked and take that wickedness in his old age, he can never change. He can never change. Corrupt people cannot change. People that are, when they were young, you're not fighting for a restructured Nigeria. Now they have political power. You think that they will be well invested, except they are trying to prove a point. So the Benin people, now kind of said it, people are joining the Biafran agitation. Now the stone that they rejected will be called the chief cornerstone. You see, Nigerians are not mentally prepared for a restructured Nigeria. They are in slavery. You see, the West have so re-engineered our thought process that we don't even know what is good life. We can't even stand development. We are used to corruption. We are used to underdevelopment. We don't know what is freedom anymore. There's a way a slave will stay with his captor, that he falls in love with the captor and the environment. There's a way you are so long in a particular situation, you adapt. We are adapting to slavery. So when they talk about When some Igbo people hear about Biafra, they go for Biafra, they look at their properties. They look at so many things they have. No, I cannot leave these things. I cannot leave them. I prefer to become a slave and have these things and be chopping egusi and fufu and amala. They don't know that freedom, number one, freedom comes with a price. Number one, freedom is a preservation of a heritage. You know what heritage is? You see, when you see family and money, choose one. Tell somebody, family, money. Family can have any interpretation. Family can be anybody that is concerned about you. Anybody concerned about you is your family. It's really concerned about you. Genuinely concerned is your family. Family and money, take one. Some people will take money. They believe that money can buy family. They don't know that family is much more important. Look at people that preserve their family heritage. For instance, we have our Igbo leaders. This one is a billionaire. Every time he comes to the village, he will show himself, blah, blah, show himself. His children, he's not preserving the future of his children in a tribal society. You know, in Nigeria, if they want to employ you, they will consider your tribe. If your tribe is not working to bring themselves together and become sophisticated, even though your child, in the long run, he will get the disadvantage of you not fighting for your heritage. Why can't an Igbo man become president? It's because we have useless leaders that have not brought in the Southeast together to have an agenda to work on themselves, to support themselves. We don't value ourselves. A P2B came for presidency. Now Igbo people will now come the attack him. Some people align with the Fulani. That is, a Fulani is coming out for presidency. You see the North. Muslim ticket. If you are going to get the votes of the North will tell you that you must bring out a Northerner. But Southeasterners, I don't know what is their problem. They don't know where they come from. They don't value where they come from. They value money. At the end of the day, they are relegated. Politically, the Southeast is relegated because we have selfish, foolish and stupid leaders that are only after what they will eat. They have chosen money over family. I'm telling you, look at the US. They will give you grants now. They will give you everything. But they will make sure that you do not rise above a certain level. They make sure they keep you checked. Their own values, they instill their own values on you. Most of our history were stolen and destroyed by the colonial masters. Some of these, our history, they were preserved in shrines. They were preserved in some places. They destroyed our gods. They destroyed our shrines. They took away many things, especially in Edo State. Many articles. Nsibidi is a language our forefathers used. A sophisticated language. Some of the writings, they took away everything. They now said policy of assimilation. They want us to start behaving like British. They have their own culture, their own style of life, their own Western style. They are preserving it. They destroy your own. You not preserve it. They now make you confused. And they steal your identity and give you their identity. They use it and control you. That is the clear picture of an Igbo man. I bought this book. You can see it. The Quest for the Origin of Igbo People. You need to read this book. I don't know how I'm going to do it. You need to read this book. You need to read this book. The people of Benue State, the Fulani, they will secure their... See, the Fulani, they have a history, a culture, a language. Not everybody can speak the Fulani language. Even the Hausa people that they have lived together, there's a way they preserve their language, their culture and heritage among themselves. And they understand that this is the place we are all going. And we are committed to it. A Fulani person give birth to a child today. The Fulani person go tell the child who you are. You are not like these people. You are a different breed. This is who you are. This is what you are. Carry your identity with pride. You rule Africa. That is what they will be telling their children. But the same Fulani will go and look at other people. They will like to infiltrate them, understand their language, use their language against them, kill them, and take over and subdue them, and make them come under them. The British will look at it. They know we don't care. So far we can be taking your mineral resources. If we have the Yorubas wanting to preserve their own heritage, the Igbos want to do so, let's look for a particular tribe that will make sure these people don't do and achieve. Just like the Tower of Babel. People spoke with one voice. Let's build a tower straight to heaven. God saw the unity. God even was concerned about the unity of man. Unity of purpose. He had to give them different languages. They started speaking different languages. They didn't understand themselves. So now the Benin people are now understanding themselves that Nigeria is due for restructuring. Nigeria is due for, let's talk about let's renegotiate our existence as a people. Because it is only one Nigeria that is giving this Fulani chance to enter here. Without one Nigeria, the Fulani has nothing to do with, come to the, like I said, the Buhari that was saying dot in a circle, those 5, if Nigeria knows that they are through with the Igbo man, let them allow the 5 plot of land go now. When they allow the 5 plot of land go, the Fulani themselves, they know that they are in danger. If they just allow, they say Biafra has been declared. Everybody has to go and find a way to identify himself in Biafra. The Yoruba nation, but sharp. That's when you know that the Yoruba, they are using Nigeria. They want to use Nigeria and dump Nigeria. That is when you know. That is when you understand that the Yoruba are using Nigeria so that they can dump Nigeria. Look at what President Tinubu is doing for the Southwest. His 2-year administration has favored the South. Trillions of naira have been invested in the Southwest. Trillions of naira. Just within 2 years. What about 8 years or 6 years? Lagos is being strategically, he doesn't care. He will just give you, take this one. Okay, this is ongoing. Federal government approve. You see approve here. But here you see project going on. Partnership, federal government Lagos partnership, build this and build that. Deep Seaport, Coastal Road. Because these people understand where they are going. Thank God the Benue states, the Middle Belt, they are waking up to the reality. Nnamdi Kanu have said it. This one we are doing election, coalition, APC. I have said this. We are just running round and round. You don't like Tinubu. Me, I don't like Tinubu. Yes. But you cannot say a Fulani man that wants all of you. The Yorubas does not want you to be dominated. They want to just live in their space, play their politics, do their lobbying, attract power to themselves, use it to better themselves. Fulani, they want to come into your land, make sure they subdue you, and make sure they Islamize you, and you become their servants. They make you slaves. Yoruba people, they're in their region. They play their politics, their propaganda, their politics, everything. They play it to favor themselves. In the same Nigeria, they can take a longer time to do what they play their politics. They want to live in their space and enjoy themselves. If they are going to, they are going to benefit from you, they will have a reason to benefit from you. But the Fulani, those ones, look at the Southwest. The wars the Yorubas have fought, they fought it mainly with the Fulani. Not that the Fulani really want to, they are really Muslims, but they know that Islam is a tool to bring people under subjection, like what they did with the Hausas. So if they allow the 5 plot of land go, each nation will rise up. Benue State will rise up. Another time you go know say some countries they exist for Nigeria where I don't know. The Hausas will also open their eyes, and the Fulani will become orphans. They will be chased out, and that is not what Britain wants. That is not what America wants. They don't want people to realize themselves. What pains me is that most of our historical artifacts were destroyed by this same Oyibo that are coming to us. They brought in religion to weaken us. I'm telling you, I've been doing research lately. There are some things I cannot say out, but there's an appointed time that it will be said out. Don't you know that we have a contact with Abraham from the Southeast and also the Southwest? They have a contact with Abraham. We also have access to God in our own way. But some people brought look at Roman Catholic, the kind of religion they are bringing, they distorted a lot of things. When we were young, there's this calendar that has picture of Jesus as an Oyibo person. The Roman Catholic knew that Jesus was not that white. Jesus was having pale skin like me. They knew that, but they intentionally wanted to work on our mind. They misinformed us. That is a religion, a church, deliberately distorting history. We engineering people to make them, you give them fake identity of who they are. The real Jews are there, but you hide on information. The same thing the Roman Catholic has done to the church. It's the same thing the Fulani wants to do. Everybody wants to just take over everybody. Everybody wants to just dominate everybody and make sure, I don't know. Are we competing? Are we competing? So it is clear. Many people, you are welcome to join the Biafra agitation. The steam is getting hot. We make sure that I'm praying that this coalition, may Fulani and Timbu, may them fight. May them fight. May nobody separate them. May them fight. May them won't just destroy themselves. The Timbu will just verse. Do what he's supposed to do. Because everybody knows what he needs to do. These politicians, to restructure Nigeria, you know how.